Let's take a look at the handyman, Joe Gentz, who's accused of murdering Jane Bashara. Now, there he is tonight. My exclusive guest is the ex-wife of this handyman, Lori Van Meter. Lori, thank you so much for joining us. Your ex-husband has not yet entered a plea, but cops say he turned himself in and confessed to killing Jane. Do you think he's capable of murder?
I think he's easily influenced to do something like that, yes.
Well, describe him, because we've heard that he's a man who, gosh, some reports claim he's developmentally disabled. What can you tell us about him?
He is a little slow. He's a very nice guy. I would never picture him doing something like this, ever. But he is a very nice person. We were only married for a year or two, so I didn't know him that well before we got married.
My understanding is that he was actually a handyman who worked for Bob Bashara. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't. I've heard that on the news and read it in the paper, but I did not know anything about that.
Well, Gentz told police that Bob Bashara offered him money and then forced him at gunpoint to kill his wife in the garage of their home, an accusation that Bob Bashara hotly denies. What is your assessment? Do you think that your ex-husband, who we're looking at here, the handyman who cops say has confessed to killing Jane Bashara, is the type of guy who could be either coerced or coaxed into killing somebody, either for murder or just because he was told to do it?
Yes, I do believe he would be that type of person. He was easily influenced.
He was easily influenced. Okay, well, let's recap and review. Bob Bashara, a real estate mogul in Michigan, and his wife, Jane, were married 26 years. They have 2 grown children together. On January 25th, the 56-year-old female marketing executive and mom found dead in her luxury car. An autopsy showed she had bruises on her upper body and a crushed windpipe. Shortly after her body was found, Joe Gentz, this handyman, Bob Bashara had hired him, reportedly, allegedly, to work, around various properties. This guy comes in and turns himself into cops and confesses to murder and tells cops, oh, Bob paid me to kill his wife. Now, Bob, again, denies it and reportedly said the handyman had a gripe with him, was angry at him over a business deal. I will say this. We tried to reach Bob Bashara's attorney. We were unable to get any kind of comment and reach him. He is invited on our show anytime. We want to be fair. We want to get all sides of the story. The investigation basically turned up Bob allegedly, purportedly living some kind of double life, complete with an alleged mistress and an S&M lifestyle. Again, these are things that he has taken issue with. But many published reports claim that he allegedly hosted wild sex parties with dominatrixes, whipping, spanking, bondage stations. Here's what Bob had to say about that.
Were you having an affair?
No, I was not. I loved my wife. I loved my children. And I would do nothing to hurt them. And she meant everything to me.
So the reports and the other woman by the name of Rachel, you would characterize that as?
She was a good friend. That's it.